Unfortunately, we have all sorts of scumbag war hawks and neocons surrounding Donald Trump and egging him on for more war. And that includes Senator Lindsey Graham, who was pictured at a Make America Great Again hat signing. Cool. He writes,
Iran great again.
It says make Iran great?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad, I totally misread that. So basically egging Trump on to invade Iran. Now he writes in this post, another great day with the president who has brought America back stronger than ever. I would love him to elaborate on that. At home and abroad, God bless our commander in chief and all of the brave men and women who serve under him. I'm proud to be an American, God bless, and protect the brave people of Iran who are standing up to tyranny. Now, according to AIPAC Tracker, I should note that Graham has taken in over $1 million in campaign donations from AIPAC. So I wonder what's motivating him. Now, he also went on Fox News to promote war with Iran. Let's take a quick look at that.
How do you see the protests that are unfolding in Iran? And is this an opportunity to rid the world of the single biggest sponsor of terrorism?
Well, all the people who are protesting for the Palestinians, where are you today? Standing behind the people of Iran or trying to throw over the Ayatollah, who's a religious Nazi, who killed a 16-year-old girl for not wearing a head cover on a bus, who's tortured, raped, and maimed the population, who is the largest state sponsor of terrorism on the planet. The people are in open revolt. They've chosen not to live this way anymore. And unlike Obama, President Trump has not turned his back on the people of Iran. So I pray and hope that 2026 will be the year that we make Iran great again.
So just like Bill Maher, just like all of the individuals who support Israel and want to carry out various US military operations in the Middle East on behalf of Israel, Lindsey Graham is so concerned about the women in Iran that he would like to effectively bomb the crap out of that country and potentially slaughter them, much like has happened in Gaza and the West Bank and Lebanon and Syria and Libya. He cares about the women so much. But anyway, I just want to remind you all of Lindsey Graham's actual feelings toward Donald Trump, because I remember when Donald Trump first announced that he was running in 2015, Lindsey Graham called him a racist and a bigot, doesn't represent the values of the Republican Party. After Trump's supporters stormed the Capitol on January 6th, Lindsey Graham, real war hawk, a strong man, if you will, was terrified. And here's what he had to say about Trump.
All I can say is count me out. Enough is enough. I accept the Pennsylvania Second Circuit that Trump's lawsuit wasn't right. Georgia, they said the Secretary of State took the law in his own hands. He changed the election laws unlawfully. A federal judge said no. I accept the federal judge even though I don't agree with it. Fraud. They say there's 66,000 people in Georgia under 18 voted. How many people believe that? I asked, give me 10. I hadn't had one. They said 8,000 felons in prison in Arizona voted. Give me 10. I hadn't gotten one. Does that say there's problems in every election? I don't buy this. Enough's enough. We got to end it.
Enough's enough, we gotta end it. Unless second-term Trump is willing to carry out the best interests of Israel and my donors and defense contractors too. Don't forget the defense contractors. So Rand Paul pushed back on Lindsey Graham. I'll give you his statement in just a minute. Cenk, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, so first, what you see on AIPAC Tracker is actually a small amount of the money that they actually take from the Israeli lobby. As we saw in some of the emails that DropSite News uncovered, people like Larry Ellison give $5 million to a super PAC of Marco Rubio, and that doesn't go into AIPAC Tracker because you don't know where it's coming from. And so it's actually, as large as those numbers seem, they're the tip of the iceberg for how much legalized bribes the Israelis are giving to all of our politicians. And Lindsey Graham, of course, is one of the biggest neocon, Israel first people in American history. And if you're on the same side as Lindsey Graham, you're on the wrong side. period. I've never seen him be on the right side, and a lot of right-wingers would agree with me. And so now he says he's fighting for the Iranian woman. Yeah, to Anna's point, yeah, he said he was fighting for the women of Iraq too, and then we killed a couple 100,000 of them.
Oops.
Yeah, it didn't seem like we were fighting for him when we dropped bombs on him. So it had nothing to do with that. It had to do with regime change, deposing Saddam Hussein, oil defense contractors, and yes, Israel wanted him gone. And so if Israel wants it, we apparently don't have a choice because they own our politicians, and they do. I just want to ask the right wing one more question before we go back to Rand Paul. He says it's time to make Iran great again. Is that a legitimate goal for the right wing? Did you guys vote in 2024 because you're like, God, I really care about the well-being of Iran, and I hope the next president is obsessed with making Iran great again? Or did you want him to concentrate on America first? Because it seems like he hasn't gotten to America, but there's tons of Iran, Venezuela, Somalia, Yemen, Nigeria, tons of countries he cares about. We haven't gotten to America.
That's right. Now, if you're wondering how much influence Lindsey Graham has over Trump, well, the senator's colleague, Rand Paul, claims a lot. Here's what he said recently. Whenever I had misgivings about something else Trump did, I'd always come back and say, well, he's the best we've ever had, much better than the Bushes, who were war mad and wanted to be involved in all these crazy wars overseas, or make the world safe for democracy. I never liked any of it, and I thought Trump was different. And so it disappoints me, but he's under the thrall of Lindsey Graham. And I don't think Lindsey Graham is the only one influencing Trump. I think that there are all sorts of war hawks and neocons who have Trump's ear, unfortunately. And some of the individuals who had more sway over Trump previously, I think people like Tucker Carlson don't have as much influence because Trump isn't watching online media. He's a dinosaur and he still watches Fox News, which of course cheered on endless wars all the way back in 2003 in the lead up to the war in Iraq, and are still cheering on wars today. And who pays for that? Us, the US taxpayers. I mean, technically, because we don't really have the money to pay for it, so we're just increasing our national debt. We're up to $40 trillion, by the way.
I think they're trying to make war seem easy and costless so that we'll have more of it. Oh, look, we bombed Iran, no cost at all. First of all, there was actually tremendous cost of the ships, the bombs, et cetera, that we use, but of course, gratis for our beloved Israel. Then Venezuela, oh, we go in, we go and come out, we don't lose anyone. This is easy, costless. No, the very next one we're gonna do is gonna be an epic disaster because it's just a matter of percentages, it's just a matter of odds. Maybe they do a third one that's immaculate tactically. Because tactics are important, right, when you're actually going to do an operation. But it's not anywhere near as important as strategy. What is our strategy? And if our strategy is to somehow do regime change and war without any cost to us and have it be easy, that's not a thing. It's just not, and it never will be. And we're gonna find out the hard way, I absolutely guarantee it. And I wish it wasn't the case. And by the way, Anna, Tucker has less influence nowadays too, and people like him, not just because they're online, but because they're no longer representing a giant donor class. As you're gonna see later in the show, Megyn Kelly says basically when they were on Fox News, they were kind of told what to say, right? And Fox News represents almost all of the donor class.
Absolutely.
So it's not just Israel, the oil companies, defense contractors, Murdoch, Hannity, all those guys, they serve the establishment. So now Trump's like, okay, yeah, Tucker's got an interesting opinion, and I care a little bit about what MAGA thinks. On the other hand, you guys aren't coming with any money at all.
Yep.
Right, and the other guys are offering me tons of cash, political money.
And Trump's a hoe. Like, let's keep it real. Trump is a hoe. Like, he is transactional. He wants the money. He will hoe himself out for the money. Plain and simple.
Yeah, and in Trump's case, it's not just campaign contributions like it is for most of these folks, but you can put money into his meme coin, into his entertainment company that's also crypto somehow, right? And you can give them towers, jets, planes, etc. So yeah, and that's why you're seeing now Lindsey Graham bear hugging him, as we showed you in that picture. Mark Levin the other day hugging him and going, he's the first Jewish president. We love him. He does everything we want. And then Miriam Adelson comes on, and she's the main briber, and she goes, "Hey boy, I'll give you $250 million. This is on camera, man.
Dance for me."
Yeah, I'll give you $250 million more if you dance for me like a bitch and run for a third term, which is obviously unconstitutional. But remember, we're Israel first. We don't care about your laws or your constitution at all. All we want you to do is serve us. So for now, Trump is getting some effects from this, from MAGA. As we've been covering, MAGA is having a civil war. But because those two military operations went relatively well in people's minds, it is true that a lot of the MAGA voters are now going, wait, maybe this is going to be easy. Maybe Trump is right. Maybe war does mean peace. And they're about to find out, in my opinion, that it doesn't. It just means endless war. And then they're gonna be pissed. And I wish it didn't happen because it's gonna hurt the country.
I agree.
But it looks like it's nearly inevitable. Every time you ring the bell below, an angel gets his wings. Totally not true, but it does keep you updated on our live shows.